Morning, folks. I just crossed into the old town section of Chiang Mai, and I've run across my first of dozens of Buddhist temples that are located in this part of town. I mean, they're all over Thailand, they're all over Chiang Mai, but when you come into the old town, there is an abundance of temples to visit. Now, if you've watched some of my other videos, go back a couple of years, I'm not that interested in temples, I have to tell you. Cultural activities, no, I'm not a fan. But sometimes it does, if you've never seen an actual Buddhist temple, or if you really like that kind of stuff, then this is a great place to be, because there's all kinds of temples to visit. And they're very relaxing. It's a Sunday morning here right now, so it's abnormally quiet. Normally on a weekday it would be a little bit noisier. But when you come into the temples, they're quiet. They have running water, like a fountain or something. And some of them have music playing in the background, like this one. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's very peaceful, calming music. I'm on my way to Maya Mall for breakfast, and there's no particular reason why I'm going there other than I need the exercise. It's about a 5 km walk from the hotel where I'm staying. So altogether this morning I should be getting in about 10 kms. I know what you're thinking, Bill. For somebody that's not really interested in temples, you certainly have enough pictures of them. Well, when you're walking around and you run across one, they're so striking, they're so intricate, and they're so in your face with the design. And I mean, it's just something that you don't see every now and then. In Kuala Lumpur, you don't see it where in other places I lived. So you almost have to stop and take a picture of them. But do they attract me? Would I go on a trip or a walking tour just to go to one of them? No. But if you see one as you're walking around, then obviously you're going to stop. I was going to go back to my apartment or hotel, I guess I'm staying at here in Chiang Mai. I was going to look up what that dance was all about, but it turns out, according to one of the traffic policemen, it was practice for the Lantern Festival that's coming up on November 7, 8, and 9. But that dance was people practicing the dance for the festival. At some point during the festival, they're going to be doing that dance in some kind of ceremony. But the street was blocked off. They had at least 200 or 300 dancers there. And there were a lot of people in that square back there, I think is called the Three Kings Monument Square. Don't quote me on that one, though. I've been to Chiang Mai, I think 3 times before. And when I was here before, I used to stay right in this area. So a lot of this stuff is familiar to me. I noticed that the canal is much higher than it normally is. So I don't know why that is. I'm thinking of changing my plan. I might not go to Maya Mall. I might just go to somewhere else. Some other place that I know and get some breakfast. There's nothing special, like I said, about Maya Mall. It's just a place I know. It's a destination, let's put it that way. Maya Mall is outside Old Town. I think I've got another 800 meters along this road before I actually get there. There is business that goes on during the morning, of course, but it's really something that doesn't really come to life until later in the day. When all the night market food stalls are up, you get all the comfort food, street snacks. As I recall, Maya Mall had a food court the last time I was here. So I'm going to be hoping that that is still there. I'll tell you, this intersection would put the ones in Kuala Lumpur to shame. This is the longest cycle between walk signals I've ever seen. There's enough time to get married and raise a family between walk cycles. This is lunch. Not exactly, I forget what this is called, but it has something to do with these, which are rice sticks or sticky rice. I'm not sure what the term of this is. It's in some kind of soup. When I saw it on the sign, I thought it might have been curry. There might be some curry in there, but it actually tastes like something else. Well, my phone says I have 6.7 kms on the dial already, but the navigation back says it's 5.3 km, so I'll have probably between 10 and 12 kilometers by the time I get back to the condo. So it's going to be a nice long walk today. It's not that hot yet. It's going to get hot later, but the dew point is still 21. The temperature is 27. So it's getting warm, but it's still comfortable. Well, I've got my Auntie Anne's pretzels, so everything's going to be all right. I can never remember whether we have those back in the United States or not. I think we do, but I'm not sure. Anyway, they're big news in Malaysia, and here I was the only one at the counter. Usually at Malaysia, there's a long line in order to get your pretzels. Getting back is easy enough, at least at first. This road I'm on, it's a 1.2 km straight shot back to the Old Town area. And once I get there, then Google Maps is going to have me weaving around a lot of old streets and things like that. That's where it starts to get interesting. You've probably noticed a lot of pachyderm iconography in Thailand. And that reminds me, every time I see an elephant, I'm reminded of a funny story from my company in Malaysia. We had just finished a contract, and the company was planning kind of a reward trip where everybody would get to go to Thailand for about maybe a week. And we were looking through brochures, and finally the staff got together to have a meeting about what they were going to do or what things they wanted to see. And finally some guy said, why does everything involve elephants? It's elephant this, elephant that. And they had elephant washes, elephant feedings, elephant riding, you know, all kinds of things to do with elephants. And one girl looked up and said, you know, elephants are big in Thailand. And everybody just stopped and looked up at her for one beat, two beats, and then everyone just started laughing. It was uncontrollable. And then she realized what she had said and then started laughing also. Everybody thought it was the funniest thing they ever heard, except for one guy. He didn't know what was going on. He was confused. Everyone was laughing except for him. And he said, he looked at her quite seriously. He just did not get it. And he said, you know, I'm pretty sure elephants are big everywhere. And that just set everybody off again. That was the end of the meeting. And we did have a lot of elephants on the trip. A lot of elephant activities. Needless to say, we were a caring company. We didn't tease her about this too much. Well, okay, I have to admit, I tease her about it to this day. It happened 7 years ago, and it's still funny. And I still never let her forget about it. I don't care who you are, that's funny. Yeah, I'm losing battery on the microphone, so I'm gonna wrap up this video here. I'm almost back at the Taufei gate, and from there I'll have 2 kilometers to go. But I'll put the total distance at the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe by clicking my face over there on the left. That's it for today. I'll show myself out.